Hi, this is Cheryl with Sea Spirit Tarot, and I'm doing some maintenance around here. And I thought I would pop back and show how to make an ancient remedy. And like I said, I studied herbology before I was an RN. I was an RN for 30 years. Everything we're giving you is plastic, because you cannot copyright, patent a living plant, okay? I also can't use words like, say, this is good for arthritis, or pancreatitis, or cystitis, or bladder infection, because the AMA owns those words, okay? And they can come after me. So, I am not a doctor. I am not here to diagnose, and I am not here to prescribe. But I am sure as hell here to try to counteract them. There's so much censorship of natural medicine right now. So much on YouTube and on Facebook. And the vaccines, of course, are getting full-blown and written into bills in Congress. And you should be, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I'm not a mandatory vaxxer either because of what all they put in there. But that is neither here nor there, because I'm here to make a blend called Cartilage Injury Blend. It contains lemongrass, marjoram, and wintergreen. And I just need to refill my bottle. And my bottle, my girlfriend that does a type of healing, I can't remember what it is, but it's like such a good one. She told me whenever I use it, or, you know, talk to my knee, tell it cellular memory turn. So I just put it on there. And this is my cellular memory turn to work on the DNA and the ligaments of my knee. You know, let it go pretty bad. But it does do a lot to help with the pain. So what's in this? Let's see, what did I say? I said I'm an RN, I'm not a doctor, I'm not prescribing, I'm not diagnosing. I only use oils of where I know where they come from, their purity, even that the grounds of which they're grown on are of a happy frequency. And to show you an example of this real quick, I'll show you the marjoram here. See where it says key constituents? That's what you look for in oil. Those are your medicinal constituents. This is the same stuff that the medical industry, the drug industry, I should say, creates synthetically in their lab and puts in their medicine, gives to you. The only thing is that those oils are dead, and essential oils are alive. They have frequency. I mean, you can never use the wrong oil. You could just maybe use a better oil, because like lavender will calm you if you need calming, but it can elevate you if they're smart. Anyway, this is Cartilage Injury Blend. We are going to use the lemongrass. This is my own that I'm refilling. Marjoram. And wintergreen. And all my studies are in the French version of aromatherapy. So I do, because I know the purity of my oils. And like that little chart I just showed you, you know, they're in lot numbers. And they're guaranteed to have that in them. They're guaranteed to have that in them. And that's why they work medicinally. So I'm just going to run through these real quick. I'll tell you why I'm putting them in here. And I've written this down. It's not because I don't know it. It's just I get up here and I get so flustered up. So lemongrass. I like to diffuse this during the winter, especially. It's antifungal, antibacterial, antiparasitic, anti-inflammatory. Regenerates connective tissues and ligaments, increase the lymph and the blood flow by dilating the vessels. If you have a question with this, you can take any of these botanics and go to pubmed.com.org. I mean, that's where the scientists go and get the information. That's where the stuff's loaded. You can look up herbs there. I was with a doctor, and she was telling me something in dermatology, and I was telling her I used carrot oil, and I quoted everything to her, and she looked at me like I was crazy, and I said, look it up on PubMed. Then she looked at me like I was crazy. How would I know about PubMed, right? And then she did. And I was right. So, I mean, it's there. It's the same source that they use. I just don't usually look up botanicals. So that was the lemongrass, right? The marjoram. Marjoram, which you're probably familiar with this, but it smells so good. Italian cooking, okay? Marjoram. Marjoram is muscle soothing to the body and joints, soothing to joint discomfort, a relaxant, a digestive herb. It's calming, antifungal, antibacterial, vasodilator, an expectorant, and a mucolytic. A mucolytic means it brings mucus out of your body. But we're using it for the muscle soothing and joint soothing, discomfort, and relaxing, because you have a cycle. You have pain and anxiety, and you need to break the pain and the anxiety for it to work. And the last thing that I have, well, not the last thing, but the next one is wintergreen. This comes with a childproof top. This is a salicylate, which is basically what aspirin is. I mean, you can make your own, oh gosh, I just lost the name of it, that oil that people buy. But this is the real stuff. This has the vibes in it, okay, when you have a quality oil. This is anticoagulant, antispasmodic, anti-inflammatory, vasodilator, so again, it's going to help the circulation and the lymph nodes, analgesic, could decrease your blood pressure, and that would be because it's a vasodilator on your veins and arteries. Decreases pain. It's basically a musculoskeletal herb. I like to diffuse this also. So I'll put the recipe in the comments. But what I did was I took my cellular bottle, and then I took each herb and I put it, I've already done it, but I'll just do it. A drop of like margarine in the bottle, okay? So I have all my oils in here, my lemongrass, my marjoram, and my wintergreen. And now I have, you could use jojoba oil, you could use grapeseed oil, you could use any oil you want, just as long as it's vegetable. Do not use canola. I have a couple here to choose from. I have V8, which is made by Young Living. This bottle's been thrown around. And this can be used as a filler when I use it for capsules, when I take it internally. Or it can be used for a filler in this. And this is just a blend of like sesame oil, coconut oil. I don't know, I could look it up in a book, but it's too rad. I can't even read it. And then I have another one here called Ortho Ease that is also for soothing muscles and joints and massages, massage oil. And it's also got peppermint, and I'm not going to read it all the time. These oils are so multi-use. And I'm just going to take it, add some extra. Yes, I meant to have this underneath here. I might have to use the other one for. And I'm going to fill my jar up with this. Filled my jar right up and over on the radio here, did I? It's not that easy to do. Okay, I've now filled my, so I didn't mean to do that off. I just had to have it where I was looking at a light. So I sold my massage table, but when I would do raindrop treatments on people, it's like a massage. It's like an hour and a half, and it pulls all the bacteria and stuff out of your spine. Oh, your house smells so good. I'm going to put a rollerball on my little jar here. They're very hard to get on. So the best way to get them on is actually to roll them all the way down, which I might have to do off camera because it's being stubborn. But anyway, you get the gist, right? So what I have is this mix. And I have it, and I put it on, I have one knee replacement, and I have another knee. The cartilage is pretty much gone. You can apply an essential oil as often as you want. There's no, every 6 hours. In fact, You apply it every time you need it. You apply it every time you need it. You apply it every time you need it. The spaces will spread out. And sometimes you may use it the rest of your life. And sometimes you may never need to use it again. Because what it does is it increases the synapses of the nerve. So the nerves jump. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of rewriting of it. And you're done. Depends on what it is, what the system is. So I can't get that lid on here, but I will. So basically what I just made is cellular memory turn. That's the frequency, that's the coating, with lemongrass, marjoram, and wintergreen. And this is for ligament and muscle pain and possible rebuilding. I have to be very careful with what I say, but I'm no longer actually an RN, so I know what they do. Anyway, I just thought I'd come back on, put that on. I know this is kind of a messy video, short, but I think I need to start bringing in some of the natural healing, and so I was doing this anyway in the kitchen, so I just thought I'd step over. Have a great afternoon. If you have any questions, let me know. I might get on this if you have some certain topics. I'll see what I can do. I don't know. I'm doing this for my self-realization. Bless you. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Beautiful day.